Hi friends, how are you? Today we will discuss the remaining concept of periodic classification. In the last class we introduced periodic classification. What are the elements? What are the compounds? We discussed. Some elements around us like oxygen, it is invisible, and some elements are visible like metals, gold, silver, copper. So what I am telling you, an element is a substance that cannot be broken up into simple ingredients. Each element is made up of tiny particles. These tiny particles are called atoms. Every element is unique. These elements are joined together, they form compounds. For example, take water molecule. It is a compound. It is made up of two elements, hydrogen and oxygen. In our world, there are 118 elements are there. If we take the periodic table, in a periodic table there are 118 elements are there, in which 92 elements are found in nature, while others are made by the humans. So the elements made by the humans are called man-made elements. These are artificial elements. In 118 elements, most of the elements are in solid state, like metals at room temperature, in which 11 elements are gases and 2 elements are liquids, bromine and mercury are liquids elements, in which mercury is the liquid metal. Let us discuss now ancient views about elements. About 2600 years, ancient Greeks they thought that in the universe all the compounds are made up of four elements. So these four elements are earth, air, fire, water. So every compound is made up of these four elements. They proposed. But later the scientists learned that none of these are actually elements. So these are not elements. So many scientists they had done a lot of experiments on the elements. Okay, and also Greek ancients they have done some experiments. In the ancient period, all the chemists they have done some experiments, like they are changing from one element to another element. They have taken a lead element, they try to change into gold, so it is not possible. They failed because uh, one element cannot change into another element. But in these experiments they discovered new elements. They developed several processes, so still we are using that process. And now, what are the elements around us or in our body? Let us see now. About 99% of human body is made up of just 6 elements. These 6 elements combining together they form thousands of different compounds. See, in our body, 65% oxygen is there, and 18.5% carbon is there, and hydrogen, nitrogen, calcium, phosphorus, and other elements are 1%. Our human body is made up of these 6 elements. They forms thousands of compounds. At the same time, if you observe the atmosphere, atmosphere is filled with the air. This air means it's a mixture of gases, in which 78% is nitrogen is there, and 21% oxygen is there, and argon 0.9% and others is 0.1%. So elements in our body and elements in the atmosphere, they are playing very good role. Let us discuss now what is there inside atom. If you observe carefully, inside an atom, we will discuss now. Inside an element, atoms are there. An atom is the smallest unit of an element. These atoms are too small to see, but they are everywhere. Even if you see with the microscope, you cannot see the smallest particle of the element or matter. These atoms consist of small particles called electrons, protons, and neutrons. Inside an atom, what are there? Electrons, protons, and neutrons. And every element has a unique number of protons. This proton number we called atomic number. We will discuss later. So actually what is there inside an atom, we will discuss now. In this picture I am showing one red atom. The red color picture, this if you think it is an atom, in this atom there are red lines are there, circular paths. Okay, in these circular paths, the electrons are revolving around the nucleus. The electrons are moving around the nucleus. They are arranged in a layers or circles. These are called cell. In the cells, electrons are revolving. Let us come to know what is electron. The tiny negatively charged particles in an atom are called electrons. They are revolved around the nucleus. They have negatively charged particles. If you observe, the mass of the electrons is negligible. That means no mass. So what about the proton? So here the protons are there. The protons are present in the center of the nucleus. It has a positive charge. These are the positive charged particles. So these charge attracts the negative charged particles, electrons, holding them in a place around the nucleus. Proton has a positive charge and electron has a negative charge. Both the charges is cancelled out and overall atom is neutral. So this is the proton has some mass. We will discuss later. Let us come to know neutrons. The white symbols we are indicating with the neutrons. Neutrons means there is no electrically charged particles. They are neutral particles. We called neutrons. The neutron weights same as the proton weight. If you observe, it is more than the weight of the electron because electron has negligible mass. What about the nucleus? The center of the atom we called nucleus. In the nucleus, there are protons and neutrons are there. The sum of the protons and neutrons we called nucleus, and the atomic weight of an element is indicated with the sum of the protons and neutrons. The proton weight and neutron weight we called atomic mass. So this is the overall story of. Please give one like for encouraging me and to do more videos. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel. All the best.